Hello, my name is Mahsuda Snaith. I'm a novelist and short story writer, and I just wanted to spend a bit of time today talking about why I think writing is important. So I grew up on a council estate in Leicester, which is a very multicultural city in the middle of England. Although the council estate I grew up on wasn't particularly multicultural, and we were pretty much the only family of colour that lived on the estate at the time. My mother was a single parent and very protective, so I spent a lot of my time in my room reading. And I think, like many writers, I came to writing through a love of reading and a love of escaping and a love of meeting characters I would otherwise have never have met. Then when I was about 8, I decided I was going to be a writer. I think I decided that without really realising that there were potential barriers for me to becoming a writer, that being a woman or from an ethnic minority or a working class background were things that could hold me back. So I just kind of wrote with a passion and sent my work out to whoever I could send my work out to. And then when I was 16 years old, I decided to write a novel. And that novel was about a British-Bangladeshi girl growing up on a council estate in Leicester. So not autobiographical at all. And really isn't autobiographical, because writing for me is about escaping and putting myself in other people's shoes. So there are whole bits in the novel that are completely fictitious. But the background, the council estate, being Asian, those were things I thought were important to write about, because they can be things that are viewed in a very stereotyped way, particularly council estates and kind of connecting them with drugs and violence and benefit fraud, which are not things that I experienced when I was growing up. So it was very important for me to kind of reframe that image we have of those things. So I wrote that novel and I left it. And by left it, I mean I left it for 20 years. I did write during that period and I was sending out my work, but it was only a few years ago that I kind of came across that first draft and I read it and I thought, you know what, there's potential here for this to be something. So I wrote it from scratch again. And I think it was worth it, because last year the novel was published under the title The Things We Thought We Knew, which was an actual dream come true for me, which was just amazing. So I guess what I'm really trying to say here is that writing for me not only helped me escape my tiny kind of bedroom walls, but also let me see the world from a different angle and helped actually change my world in a very physical, actual way. And I was at a group the other day where we were talking about reading, and one of the women there was talking about how reading can be quite a paradox, in the sense that when we read, we want to escape the world, but via reading we connect with the world at the same time. And that statement was such a profound thing that really resonated with me and kind of inspired me to do this video, because I think that's exactly what reading did for me, and I hope that's exactly what my novel can do for other people, that you can escape into a world that you would otherwise never have escaped into before, but at the same time you can connect with that human story which is in all stories. So yes, that's why I think writing is important. If you have any comments about what I've discussed, or you'd like to send me any other comments at all, please feel free to do so. And if you want to find out more about my writing and my books, then you can visit www.mahsudasnaith.com.